Hello and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of the FreeSpace2 mod, Derelict. This is an entirely player-made mod with entirely player-made voice recording, which means I've had to adjust the sound settings both within Vegas and both in-game to try and make it so it's audible. So it may not be the best, but it's the best I can do, I find. So let's get the show on the road.
Five years have passed since the jump nodes to the Capella system were collapsed, sealing off a massive wave of Shivan juggernauts and preventing them from pushing further into GTVA space. The supernova and subsequent nebula hang like a growing scar throughout the GTVA as light from that event continues to spread across our worlds. The loss of Capella created serious economic hardship throughout the Alliance. A new Great Depression is upon us. The complete loss of the planetary resources and economic foundation of a rich world was devastating in its own right, but that is not all. 200 million refugees continue to walk the stars, seeking a new home. Some have settled, while others have been forced to move from place to place, hoping that the next place may welcome them with open arms. While the Galactic Terran Vasudan Alliance continues to hold, the current depression has given way to political instability. Local governments rise and fall as often as lunar tides. Organized crime and piracy have prospered in a black market environment. It seems no one is immune. Radical voices are raising echoes not heard since the blood cries of the Neo-Terran front. The ghosts of the past are catching up with us. Since collapsing the Capella jump nodes, the recovering GTVA fleets have spent much of their time and resources in police actions. Our own resources are taxed to the limit, and yet still we have the courage to live up to our calling. Even so, it is alarming that there are those who are starting to take matters into their own hands. This is not an easy assignment, pilot. You will often be working in less than ideal conditions, but we trust that your skill will help to bring some much-needed relief to this region. Welcome to the Tau Sigma mining colonies, pilot. We are the boondocks at its finest. You may be used to high-tech fighter wings and the latest weaponry where you come from, but now it's time to forget all of that. It is a poor space jockey that blames their lack of skill on their equipment. Alpha Wing will be flying a routine patrol with the GTC Lone Wolf, a Great War vintage cruiser. She may not look like much, but she has a proud heritage. Tau Sigma Station functions as a receiving point for both inbound materials and outgoing mined ores. The minerals in this region include high-grade fissionables and are valuable in many parts of the Alliance. The Morgan Mining Company has been the first to develop the Tau Sigma resources for shipments to Altair and Aldebaran. Your job is to make sure all shipments go smoothly. Keep an eye out for pirates. We are not well armed, so you may be forced to rely on your skill and wits. Good luck, pilot.
Well, we're very limited on ship selection. Weapon loadout also limited. Tempest. Yeah, not that we need anything more. Right, let's get the show on the road.
Lone Wolf, this is Alpha, forming escort.
Roger that, Alpha. Glad to have you watching our tail.
Welcome to the Boonies, pilot. The armpit of the universe. Did the commander give you that cock and bull story about the pilots and their equipment?
Hey, don't listen to him, it's true. If you can fly a piece of junk, you should be flying at all.
Piece of junk is one thing. I've got a lot of duct tape holding my control panel together.
Will you two quit it? We're supposed to be on patrol here.
Tight ass. We gotta do something to pass the time. It's not like anything ever happens around here anyway. I mean, how many patrols have we flown? How many things have we not seen? I'm dying of boredom out here.
Well, how about a short history lesson? See the lone wolf over there? She has quite a history.
It means she's an old crate. They've never been able to get it fully repaired. You want another story about duct tape?
I heard that, Alpha 2.
Sorry.
Anyway, she's been through every battle she's ever fought. She may be small, she may be old, but she's tough as nails.
If that's the most interesting thing out here, then we're really in for it.
Don't worry, the whole mission's not going to be 33 minutes long. I didn't want to talk over them because it's very quiet, and that's with me maxing out the sound.
Nope. Scan is clear. Nothing interesting happening out here.
Will you give it a rest, Alpha 2?
Sorry.
I might put a screenshot of the map of the FreeSpace2 universe, so you can actually see where we're based. I don't think the briefings actually cover that very well. It's been a long time since I last played this, so this is also going to be a slightly longer campaign than FreeSpace2 main one. I think it's about 46 missions, roughly, compared to like about 30 odd from FreeSpace2. So yeah. Some of the mission structure is also good.
Pilot, Poseidon 7 seems to have taken the wrong cargo container. Catch up to them, scan them, and try to find out what is going on.
Something interesting.
Pilot, Poseidon 7 was equipped. Down pirate and attack them. Intercept those pirates.
Whoa, that's a bit of a long burn.
Alpha, the fighter bay has been sabotaged. You can't launch any fighters to help you. You're on your own.
Town Sigma Station. We are under heavy attack from inbound pirates. They've already destroyed one of us. Help us, now!
Don't worry, I'll save you. Eventually. Another long burn.
We've been subject to many pirate attacks in recent months. The crime syndicates in this area are much more daring. It seems that the most dangerous job in this region is a cargo carrier pilot. It seems that the Poseidon 7 was boarded by pirates on the station just before it left the dock. Its attempt to steal fissionable materials was simply a distraction to pull fighters even further away from the real target of the ore carriers. Excellent work intercepting the Blackbeard. You thwarted their attempt to steal a large shipment of fissionable materials.
I like the naming convention as well. It's a pirate, so it's going to be called Blackbeard.
I trust you are settling in well, pilot, now that you have been with us for more than 2 weeks. To be honest, aside from the recent excitement with the Blackbeard pirate raid near the station, not much else happens out here. You're about to get a taste of the less exciting parts of life in the boondocks. Unfortunately, I am not much for motivational speeches, especially when we have work that needs to be done. Welcome to deep patrol duty. You can thank me later. While Tau Sigma has been settled as a mining colony for over 15 years, very little of the system has been marked for navigation. As a result, there are many hazardous regions of the star system that require navigational beacons to ensure safe passage in these areas. Until now, only a small number of beacons have been set around the system. They mark the critical commercial lanes, particularly near the mining operations. However, GTVA Command informs us that in the coming months, the traffic to Tau Sigma will increase significantly. There is a need to step up the schedule of navigational beacon deployment. Report to briefing for your specific assignment.
So this is going to be a long chain of 4 missions back to back. Not very exciting missions, but missions nonetheless.
With the recent shipment of Mark IV Pharos-class navigational systems, we are ready to proceed with their deployment as soon as possible. Your Myrmidon fighters are being modified to carry several of these beacons. They will become available to deploy under your control when you reach the designated area for that marker. In order to make room to carry these navigational beacons, your primary weapons have been limited, and your secondary banks have been reduced in capacity. Due to the length of this mission, you and your wingmates will be flying in shifts. You will take turns sleeping as you make your patrol rounds. While asleep, your navigation systems will be locked into your wingmates. In the event of any danger, you will be automatically alerted and your systems brought online. Each fighter wing has been assigned to lay markers in 3 different locations in the star system. Alpha, your task is simple. In each designated area, you are to make a clean sweep, noting any hazards and dropping the navigational beacons in their appropriate areas. Your onboard computer will automatically determine the best locations for deployment, marking them with computer-generated Pharos beacons on your HUD. Our knowledge of these areas is very limited, Alpha. The Mark IV Pharos beacons have 2 functions: to transmit navigational data, but also to provide limited sensor scans of their immediate area. Once this is all over, we hope to make Tau Sigma much more accessible to those wishing to develop this region. On the first leg of your patrol, you will be placing beacons near an ice belt further out of system. If we are lucky, these beacons may be able to use the reflective surfaces of the ice belt to amplify their own scanning range. Once you successfully place the beacons, your computer will automatically download the next stage of your mission. Despite your remote location, you are still well within communication range of Tau Sigma Station. Command will be monitoring your progress. Good luck, pilots.
Yeah, can't change anything.
Damn it. We've come out in the middle of the ice belt. Hold on to your shot.
Man, we're trying to get our heads the right way up. You have the first coordinates?
They're coming up now, Alpha. You see the first deploy point. You'll have to get within 75 meters of it.
Roger that, Command. Proceeding to the first deploy point.
Okay, we're here, Command.
Acknowledged. Alpha 1 is under your control. Press 1 to have one of your wing deploy nav beacon Alpha.
Command, we deployed the first beacon. Proceed to next deploy point.
Look at that slight bump there. Oh, that was already been done, I think.
Second beacon deployed.
Okay, number 3's away.
Excellent, Alpha. Your job in this area is almost done. The last deploy point is some 15 kilometers from your position.
We've got enough to drop down, so the engine's up to maximum. Let's take a bit of time.
Great.
Hey, we've got some time to kill. Anything interesting on the newswire?
Let me check.
In spite of this, the prospect of economic recovery is still more than a year away. In a related story, it looks as if Capellan refugees may finally have a prospect of a new home. In a press conference, the Capellan governor, Morgan Technologies, and the GTBA Ministry of Resources unveiled an agreement to settle the refugees in the Tau Sigma cluster.
Wow. Now I know why we're out here.
Quiet, I want to hear the rest of this.
exploration shows several habitable planets in the systems beyond Tau Sigma. When asked about the security in the outer systems, Morgan Technologies said that while matters are being negotiated, they have confidence in the GTVA forces stationed in the system.
Now that's a load.
Estimate that the first ships should be arriving in Altair and Tau Sigma within a matter of weeks. Governor McCambie promises to be on the first ship leading the way.
Okay, that's it. I'm cutting the feed.
Hey, I was listening to that.
We're going to be flooded with that stuff soon enough. I like my peace and quiet. May as well enjoy what little of it I have left.
Mackie, do you think this place will be ready for him? There's still a lot left unexplored.
And unexplained. Did you hear about the Athanas incident a couple of months back?
That was just before I came on station. Something weird happened out here, didn't it?
Yeah, you could say that. One of our deep-wind solar patrols ran into something out here.
What is it?
Dunno. Hell, Kyle doesn't even know. He can't remember a thing. All I remember is pulling up to his fighter dead in space. He was unconscious.
What's so weird about that?
A few minutes before, he was yelling and screaming something unintelligible on his comm system. Something's getting good.
That's pretty spooky.
Yeah, no foreshadowing here.
I'll say. It's the main reason why we don't fly solar missions around here anymore. Don't want space itself swallowing us up.
Okay, that's enough with the creepy shit. Let's plant this damn beacon and get on with it.
That's it. That's last speaking for this area.
Good work, Alpha. Proceed to the next leg. Engage your jump drive. Okay, pilot. That first leg went reasonably smoothly. No surprises on the next stage of the journey. You are to place 2 navigational beacons in this area and investigate any anomalies. We are reading some low power fluctuations in this sector, but nothing else is known. Keep a sharp lookout. Once you have completed this leg, you will go into your sleep stage while your wingmates take the next shift.
Okay, let's go.
Command, we've arrived at drop site 2. Proceeding to deploy beacons now.
Go ahead, Alpha 1. We'll follow you.
Nav capper is in position. Now bringing up nav lambda coordinates on scanners. You'll need to get within 75 meters of the deploy point.
Take it away. That ought to make this area a bit safer.
Hold it, guys. Looks like we're alone out here. Scanners are picking up an unidentified signature.
Find and identify that signature, Alpha.
It might be a sensor glitch. This ship's so messed up I can't tell. Not architects.
No, I've got it on scanner. The pursuit's at decimator. Let's see if we can get a scan.
Sensor scans are inconclusive. We're going to need to send in a transport.
Alpha Wing, we are docking with the unidentified freighter.
We copy Omaha. Looks quiet out here.
Spooky. What do you suppose this thing's doing here?
Well, we get a lot of illegal traffic. This could be one of them.
Yeah, or it could be pirates. Either way, it's the most interesting thing I've seen on a patrol for a while.
And no, this is not the Derelict of the title of the mod. Just in case you were curious.
Docking clamp secure. We are going in. Alpha Wing is dead in here. Another sign of life.
Any sign of a struggle, Omaha?
I can't tell. The ship has lost environmentals and gravity. There isn't any blood as far as I can see.
Weird. A real Mary Celeste.
A what?
It's an old Earth legend about an abandoned ship.
Can we go now? This thing's giving me the creeps. Leave it to the junk dogs.
We are with you, Alpha 2. On our way out now.
Come on, the Yamaha's gone. Let's get the hell out. Alpha Leader, time for us to take a sleep shift. Let's go.
Alpha Leader, I think we're lost. While you were in your sleep stage, we've come out of subspace to some kind of dense gas field. Our instruments are scrambled, and we don't quite know where we are. Keep a sharp lookout. Seems we've stumbled into some kind of rabbit hole that wasn't on the charts. We won't launch any beacons until we find out where we are.
Great. We're lost. Who piloted us into this mess?
Hey, don't look at us. We were just using the coordinates Command gave us.
Hang on, I'm picking up some kind of transmission.
Command, this is Beta 1. Please respond. Repeat, respond command. God damn it. Tau Sigma, answer me.
What the hell?
What is it?
This is too damn weird. That's Carl Thanos' voice. Whoa, where'd that come from? It's Carl's shit.
I mean the guy that...
Lost his memory a couple weeks back. Yeah.
I thought you said this happened weeks ago.
There's something out here. I know it. I heard it.
It did, like some kind of echo. Damn, he's not responding to any of my hails. Let's follow him.
I think this place is playing tricks on us.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Oh, jeez. Command. Gotta see this.
What are we seeing here? This EMP mess is screwing up my sensors.
I can't see a damn thing, just the burners of Carl's shit. We gotta keep following him.
Oh man, I don't like this.
Wait, what the hell is that? Up for this?
It looks like a... No. It can't be. Damn, I'm losing communications. Yo, sleepyhead. Your shift is over. Wake up.
That was a nightmare.
You're almost done, pilot. We trust that you're not having too many bad dreams in the sleep stages of your mission. Unfortunately, nightmares are an occasional side effect of deep space sleep. If you've had problems, you can see the station physician about them when you return to base. Now, down to business. We seem to have encountered a situation at your next destination. 2 Morgan mining freighters have jumped in too close to the asteroid field you're about to mark. Lack of navigational data is proving to be a liability. We have also picked up some transmissions from within the belt. It seems like you're flying into a pirate ambush. Be on your guard. While you will still lay the navigational buoys, your first task will be to guard the freighters by eliminating any pirates and clearing a path for them through the asteroid field. Once they have jumped to safety, you will then continue your mission to lay the navigational beacons.
Command, we've got the raiders on our screen. They're moving to attack the freighters.
Oh, we ain't so glad to see you, Alpha. Seems we stepped in it big this time.
Acknowledged, Alpha. Configure your HUD and add the freighters to your escort list now. Keep the raiders and asteroids away from them.
HUD is configured. We have the freighters on our guard list. Stand by, Benzia. We've got you covered.
No, idiot!
I hate this. We're on a scouting mission. We don't have the armament to fly guard duty.
Hey, you were the one complaining about boredom back.
Don't remind me.
I think we lost one of the freighters. There's not much I can do about it. Could be a
Damn
miracle.
it, you lost the Benzia.
Please let me just be this small mission. Yes, okay.
Command, we've got the raiders on our screen. They're moving to attack the freighters.
Oh, we ain't so glad to see you, Alpha. Seems we stepped in it big this time.
Acknowledged, Alpha. Configure your HUD and add the freighters to your escort list now. Keep the raiders and asteroids away from them.
HUD is configured. We have the freighters on our guard list. Stand by, Benzia. We've got you covered. We're on a scouting mission. We don't have the armament to fly guard duty.
Hey, you were the one complaining about boredom back.
Don't remind me.
Damn it, we lost the Benzia. It's down!
Maybe there's nothing you can do about it, mission. I'm gonna see how it plays out and replay if necessary. Been told that it's a mission failure, so it could be a one of those missions where it's like you're supposed to lose.
Okay, Command. That beacon view is this place. Proceeding to deploy point 2.
Okay, Alpha. The DeLeon's escape pod has made the jump to subspace. Now get to work on those data.
Okay, that's the last beacon component.
Okay, Alpha. It's safe to come home. See you back at the bar. What these freighters were doing in these uncharted lanes, we still don't know. However, given the recent attack at Tau Sigma Station and these raiders, it seems as if a peaceful tour of duty out here is no longer possible. We are going to have to start taking some action, especially if refugees from Capella may well be coming our way. Unfortunately, the DeLeon succumbed to raider fire and the impact of several dangerous asteroids. The crew managed to escape, but we have received a complaint over the loss of this freighter. The DeLeon's crew managed to get to the escape pod and jump back to Tau Sigma Station. We are fortunate that there was no loss of life this time. The Benzia was destroyed when a power coupling in the engine cooling system overloaded. It appears it was damaged in the initial attack. Unfortunately, there was not much he could have done. Nonetheless, a Morgan representative has indicated their displeasure at having lost the Benzia freighter. Fortunately, the Benzia's crew managed to escape in a life pod and jump safely back to Tau Sigma Station. You managed to deploy the 2 beacons in this area, as well as the rest of the beacons on your entire flight. Go back to your quarters and rest, and this time, we hope your dreams are a bit better.
Alright,
Dismissed.
So, bit of a mess up there, but it's not going to cost us, so let's continue.